the channel, and we figured we'd change it up a little bit today. We're going to be working on a Duramax 2015 Silverado with the 6.6 liter in it. Has an LML is what option code it comes with. We got thermostats for it. We'll explain to you. Had a P0128 in it, and whenever it sets that, it sets check engine light. So we're going to put thermostats in it to fix the issue, guys. Alright guys, we're under the hood of this truck. We got some bolts here. I'm going to start taking them apart, take these bolts out here. Just get all this stuff apart, and I'll explain to you sizes and all that good stuff here in a second. You're going to take your coolant hose loose, and then put your drain pan underneath. Here, just move it out of the way, pop it right off. You have no hoses left. There's just four 13mm sockets. You gotta take, or 4 13mm bolts. You got to take them out, and boom, you're to your thermostats already. So I'm gonna take these out real quick, and we'll get. Guys, y'all can see where that this fuel bleeder hose right here runs down there into that pipe. There's a hose clamp on it. I had to turn it just a little bit to get the socket to go on that bolt right there. Turned it a little bit, and then I was able to slide that bolt right out of there. And so now all 4 of the bolts are off. Our front bolts are off the front. We can pull up our thermostat housing now. Guys, one of the thermostats stayed in here and the other one's still down there, so, and then the O-rings came off on it also. There's both of the seals, and here's the back thermostat. The back thermostat has 2 holes in it. The front thermostat does not have any holes in it, so we got the housing off. We got the new thermostat sitting in there. You can see here on the back one, the 2 holes are facing the back side facing the turbo side of the engine. So if you did take it apart and weren't looking, that's the way they go. And our front one just sits in there. Also, just match it side to side. So we got them in there. Now we can throw the housing back on and torque it all down, and we're good to go. All right, guys, we got the thermostat housing back on. It is 18 foot-pounds of torque. If you're wanting to torque that, it is 18 foot-pounds of torque for all 4 of the bolts. I torqued it. It's good to go. And now you just take your little regulator or whatever that is, put it back on for your return, for your fuel return. And then we just got to put all our 13s back in there. Our little bleeder needs to go back over here. 13s will go back in it. I put the bottom one in first. Start the top one just to make sure it's aligned. Take it back out, torque the tighten the bottom one, and then put the top one in and tighten it. And then you got to tighten this back up, and then put the bolt back in the fan part. Should be. together now, so you're going to want to get concentrate here. We use straight concentrate, so you'll mix it. You got some pre-mix, mix it 50-50 water. This tool right here is a snap-on tool. It pulls a vacuum on the system, so you won't have any worry about air pockets, and it will check for leaks because you pull a vacuum on the system, it doesn't leak down, you're good to go. You'll hook it up, open this valve out, it pulls a vacuum on the system, pulls all the air out of it. You'll close it, then you'll put your one hose. We'll put one hose right here, and then your other hose is just the vent side where it blows the air out of, and you'll just sit there and open her up and you'll see it go down because it's pulling fluid in there. As we went and test drove it, our temperature's looking good. It got up to 210 reasonably quick. Usually that's why it sets a code, because it doesn't get up to running temperature within a certain amount of time, and that's why the check engine light will come on for it and set that P0128 or 127. Anyways, so you got 2-3 different options. I think it could cause that issue. You could have a bad sensor not reading, which usually you would get a sensor code if that was the issue. You could have a coolant leak that could cause it not to warm up, and then most of the time on the Duramax, usually it's thermostats. The thermostats are sticking open and they're not letting the truck warm up properly, so you just put a new set of thermostats in it. But anyways, guys, I would consider that repair pretty easy. If you have any mechanical experience at all, it will be smooth for y'all. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Have any questions, comment below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It'd be a big help, guys. Thank you for watching. See y'all.